Guys, I don't know how she's gonna cut, but she sure does sound mean sitting here. If you'll go back and watch the previous video on this build, I give the timing numbers I was going to use and tell what I was going to do. I stuck right to that. I didn't put the new seals or the new rings I had in it. I wanted to save those for a future build. I've got enough parts here. I think I've got to get a couple gaskets, but I have enough parts here to strip one down and just do, a complete restoration on one with paint and everything. And, there's a few more things I could do with the case and stuff that I didn't do here that we could do if we had one completely disassembled. But I don't know. I think she's going to do pretty good. I did find out there's a couple different flywheels, I guess, for these, or maybe the saw I robbed the flywheel off of had the wrong flywheel. I don't know. One of the saws, the flywheel had like I don't know, maybe half of the fins, how some of the Macs are, like your later Pro Macs and then your older Mac 1010s have that lighter flywheel with fewer fins. Well, one of the saws I had here had a flywheel like that, and I've done boxed it all up or I'd show you, but I put that flywheel on it, it fit. Saw would try to run, but you could just tell it was really, really lazy of timing. So I pulled the flywheel back off and matched it up with the other one, and lo and behold, the magnet was probably 30 degrees out from where this one needed to be. I don't know, maybe Smitty, if you're watching this, you'll know what that flywheel's for, what the deal is, or maybe I needed to use the coil plate from that flywheel or something, I don't know, or maybe it's not even for a Super XL, but it did fit and would try to run, but like I said, the keyway and the magnet position was probably 30 degrees out from where it needed to be, but I reused the original top end, the bottom end out of the other saw that I tore down, mainly because the piston that was on it looked like new. There was some things about that cylinder I didn't like, and I reused the original cylinder, and I don't know how much compression we picked up. We started with 130 before. Same rings, different piston. I did clean all the carbon out of it. I actually polished the chamber and polished the top of the piston. We widened the port, couldn't widen it a lot, but the sleeve for the cylinder was kind of overhanging into the port, probably 20 thousandths on each side, and it was just on my nerves. So we ground that down smooth and, cleaned it up the cartridge roll. I didn't open the port up on the outside any at all. It's super huge anyway. There's not a lot of meat there. Laid a pretty good polish on it. Was able to do a lot of work to the transfers. I didn't realize I was going to be able to cut as much out of them as I could. And I know some people are completely against that, but whatever, it is what it is, to each their own, I guess. We do it here and it works. I always see an improvement. A discussion for another day, I guess. Even on the Macs, I see an improvement. But, some people claim they don't. I get it. It is what it is. What else? I cut 2 finger ports into the back of the cylinder, boost ports, whatever you want to call them. You could probably sit and take your time and, cut 4 extra transfers into the back of that cylinder if you wanted to, but I just put 2 boost ports in it. I think it'll improve from it. If not, whatever. It is getting a ton of fuel. I've got it idling a little high. It's a little finicky to tune. Real short blowdown. My finger ports are opening just a little bit after the transfers, so it's kind of like we got 2 transfers, the longer blowdown, and 2 with the shorter. Left the exhaust roof alone at 105 degrees. I'm sure cleaning it up and polishing it moved it a little. The uppers, I was able to change the angle on those slightly. I was able to trench out in the back of the port a little bit, and slightly flatten it over where it was at. It kind of angled up and back, which is fine, but I wanted to try to get a little more RPM out of this, so I guess I should have videoed and showed it all, but somebody see the finger ports in it and think cylinder was scored up and destroyed, I guess, because they do look funny cut into one when you do it. I did change the muffler. It had one of the ones, the big cage over it. I've actually got 2 of those or 3 of them here now, but I don't know. This one could have, I guess, but I really like the design of it. I pulled the baffle out of it. It's got one really nice port under that deflector. I would say it's 65%, maybe 70% of the other port. If I feel it needs more, there's room. I can go in and open it up even more. But yeah, I think I covered everything. I'm gonna run the same bar and chain on it. We'll put it in the same piece of wood. I've not cut anything off of it since then. Probably be tomorrow sometime. It's dark, it's cold. You might be able to see my breath blowing past the phone, but got it running tonight and just thought I'd shoot a little video and share it with you guys. You guys stay warm, stay safe, and y'all have a good one.